Now, Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki says that the measures issued by the government last week to deal with illicit brew, drugs and substance abuse are irreversible and non-negotiable. Kindiki, who held a meeting with manufacturers and distillers of second-generation liquor whose licenses were suspended for 21 days to allow for vetting at GSU Training School in Embakasi, has told those in the business to ensure they adhere to the directives before they are issued with new licenses. Now, the Cabinet Secretary rejected a proposal by the manufacturers to give them 6 months to adjust to the new measures. The distillers also complained of what they termed as huge losses due to the directive. Well, this story was produced by Gatete Njoroge.
6 days after the government issued tough measures to curb illicit brew, drug and substance abuse in the country, Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki met with manufacturers and distillers of second-generation alcohol and alcoholic beverages. The meeting held at GSU Training School in Embakasi was also attended by directors of 55 companies whose licenses were suspended last week to allow for fresh vetting within 21 days. Kindiki declared that the government was not backtracking on the measures announced last week.
The measures are irreversible and non-negotiable because of national security interest. That's what we have done with terrorism. We don't negotiate the terrorism space. There is no negotiation.
The Cabinet Secretary rejected a proposal by the manufacturers and distillers to suspend some of the measures announced and a quest for a 2-month grace period to adjust accordingly. The manufacturers also expressed their disappointment with the suspension of their licenses, arguing that it was not only affecting their businesses, but also dealing a blow to the government, which collects taxes from the companies.
We are even willing to forego certain revenues if aligning our revenue and taxation system can help us correct the mess in this sector. That's how serious we are, and we are not harming business people. We are just looking for criminals, disabling them before they disable the country.
During the meeting, some manufacturers were also cited for using their licenses to establish parallel production lines to produce cheap, toxic alcoholic drinks, which have resulted in deaths. Kindiki has also vowed to take action against officers who collude with rogue businessmen.
All law enforcement officers will try any monkey business with what we are doing now. Several things will happen. One, they'll go home summarily. They can take us to court about procedure. We are not bothered with that.
And away from the meeting, within Nairobi County, police officers from Central Police Station conducted an operation in Mudhurwa area where they arrested 52 people and destroyed 2,602 liters of illicit brew and recovered 8 crates of second-generation alcohol.
And I want to send a very stern warning to everyone within Simbindi. We don't have any place for this kind of a business. Anything illegal, illicit brew, second-generation alcohol, we have no space whatsoever for such kind of a business.
Elsewhere in Kisii County, police have destroyed over 14,000 liters of illicit liquor during an operation in Suneka area. The same operation was conducted in Tana River and Narok counties, where police destroyed 3,000 liters of illicit brew and recovered over 10 kilograms of bang. Kindiki says operations in 11 counties have been successful.